It's preseason basketball on ESPN. The Spurs come into this feeling right at home beyond the three-point arc. You don't want to leave this team open on the perimeter or the threes will start to come in bunches. They will be squaring off versus the Pistons, who come in with a pretty run-of-the-mill offense. They're not going to blow anyone out, but they can get the job done. So let's go now to Bob Steele and Rod West, who are in San Antonio.
Welcome aboard, Hoop fans. We're here at the SBC Center in San Antonio. Bob Steele here with Rod West at my side. Let's take a quick look at the starters tonight. Who's going to shine out there, Rod?
David Robinson normally gives a good effort on the boards, Bob, so I wouldn't count on anything less out there.
Okay, Rod, now let's head to center court for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. First for the Detroit Pistons. At forward, Clifford Robinson. Also at forward, Michael Curry. At guard, Jerry Stackhouse. Also at guard, Chauncey Billups. At center, Ben Wallace. And now the starting lineup for your San Antonio Spurs. At center, out of Navy, 7'1", number 50, David Robinson. And forward, out of Cal State Fullerton, 6'7", number 12, Bruce Owen. At the guard position, out of Michigan State, 6'8", number 8, Steve Smith. Also at guard, from France, 6'2", number 9, Tony Becker. At the other forward position, out of Wake Forest, 7 feet, number 21, Tim Duncan.
The Spurs get the opening tip. Passes. Goes with the leaner. Puts too much on it.
Duncan must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Stackhouse passes. Gets stopped by Smith. Stolen.
You just saw a really smart play on defense, Bobby. You watch for that crossover dribble, and then you get in there for the steal. That is textbook basketball.
Get him! Slice. Switch up.
Parker takes off. Gets fouled. He'll shoot a pair.
Easy call right there. He was mugged.
He gets the first of two. He gets the ball. Robinson inbounds the ball. The Pistons are just behind here, 2-0. Gets busy. Goes glass on the lane. Just over 11 minutes here in the first quarter. Pass to the paint. Goes up. Gets fouled and makes the bucket. He'll have an opportunity to add one at the charity stripe. He completes the three-point play. Wallace will come out of the game because of foul trouble. Just under 11 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes. Robinson pulls the trigger from the high post. Gets the kind bounce off the back rim. The Spurs take it up court with a narrow lead, 5-4.
Watch the pick.
Parker passes the ball.
Open two. Line it up.
Tries the spin move. Puts it up.
They got highlight material on this bucket for sure. Look at this.
Oh, man. By the time the D reacted, he was finished with the spin and halfway in the air. Rod, how does he do that?
Absolutely no idea. All I know is I wish I had him when I was coaching.
Passes it. Fires from 14. Can't get it to fall. Tipped in by Williamson. Robinson with the inbound.
Pick him up.
Just over 10 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes.
Help down low.
Gets aggressive.
Ball.
Just under 10 minutes here in the first quarter. Phillips makes the pass.
Pick him up.
Puts it up.
Down low.
Banks it in.
That's an easy bucket for him, Bob. Put up 2 on that scoreboard.
Bounce pass. 7 seconds to shoot. Drive to the hole. Down it goes. Nice finger roll.
They've got highlight material on this bucket for sure. Look at this.
Oh, man. By the time the D reacted, he was finished with the spin and halfway in the air. Rod, how does he do that?
Absolutely no idea. All I know is I wish I had him when I was coaching.
Just over 9 minutes here in the first quarter.
13 down.
Inside pass. Gets vertical. Gets the lay-in. Duncan throws it in. Just under 9 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes it. Robinson passes. A one-handed dunk was stuffed down by Duncan.
Duncan didn't throw down the fanciest dunk right there, but it all counts the same.
The Pistons bring it up. They're shooting 83% from the floor.
Stay in.
Bounce pass. Curry from inside. Bounces it off the short side and in.
Nice shot. Had the matchup he wanted, got the points he wanted.
Just over 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes. Duncan puts it up. Gets the far iron, but it goes in.
Man, he is just in his element inside. What a player.
Just under 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Bounce pass.
Push by. 1-on-1.
Stackhouse has it. 7 on the shot clock. Tries to spin move. Gets cut off by Smith. Stackhouse shoots from the top of the key. Gets back iron and out.
That's nice heads-up play on D.
Parker passes it. Duncan fades away inside.
Nice rebound.
Can't drop down his shot. Robinson inbounds the ball.
I got it.
Just over 7 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes it. Goes with a fadeaway. Tickles the twine.
Defense has to get a body on him out there. Make him think twice before he takes that shot.
Just under 7 minutes here in the first quarter.
Pick coming.
Top of the key. Duncan was parked down low, waited too long, and got hit with the 3-second call.
I got it.
Stackhouse didn't keep his eye on the line, and he turns it over.
He just lost concentration, didn't keep track of his feet, and then lost it out of bounds. He's got to keep his mind in the game, Bob.
The Spurs have the rock. They're 5 out of their last 6 from the floor. Into the low post. Duncan pulls the trigger from 8. Gets it to fall. He's running from there.
Duncan didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Robinson with the inbound.
I got him.
The Pistons bring it up. They're shooting 77% from the floor. Caught by Williamson. Count that last jumper by Williamson.
The defender really had his work cut out for him there. Against a superb inside guy like that, you've got to bring your big game.
Just over 6 minutes here in the first quarter.
Nice.
Parker dishes it off. Duncan fires from the right block. Hands it and gets his 11th point of the game.
Duncan is doing everything he can to keep his team in the game, Bob. You've got to love it when the player digs down deep and carries the load like this.
Going inside.
Curry now has it.
Switch.
Stackhouse takes a turnaround Jay. Can't drop in the lightly contested shot.
Stackhouse looked to be in good position, but those mid-range jumpers can be tougher than they look sometimes.
Passes.
Watch outside.
Leaves the ground. Goes glass on the lay-in.
Duncan is pumped right now. He's draining his shots, and his team should just keep riding it.
Ball. Watch the screen.
Leaps up. Duncan is going to be hit with a blocking call. That's his first foul of the game. He gets the first of two. Stackhouse will come back in the game. Robinson throws it in. Just over 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Parker passes the ball.
Help down low. Screen coming.
Passes it.
Watch the clear.
Launches from beyond the arc. Nails it. Just under 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes.
Ball. Push 15. Power again.
They push it inside. Kicks it out. Robinson fires. Gets nothing but net.
Pretty good from there, Bobby. Great release.
Parker can pick up assist number 5 this trip down the floor. Passes it.
Inside.
Releases from close range. Answers right back.
Man, he is just in his element inside. What a player.
Just over 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Phillips makes the pass. Lets it go from the wing. Can't answer back.
Barry must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Just under 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes. Uses the crossover. Jabs. Parker takes the shot from about 6. Gets the kind bounce off the back rim.
Parker is such a double threat. He can use that crossover to take the ball to the rim or pull up on you just like he does here.
Rod, how long's that move been around?
Bobby, the crossover move has been around since the late 60s, though most NBA fans think it's something that Tim Hardaway or Allen Iverson invented.
Robinson inbounds the ball. The Pistons can cut into the lead with a basket here. Launches from beyond the arc. Yes.
Phillips didn't have to rush that three because no one was near him. He just zoned in and let it fly.
Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Parker passes. It's picked off.
To push it inside, that was a nice thought, but you got to have the passing lane first. There was just way too much traffic in there to let a pass like that fly.
He uses the crossover. Gets stopped by Smith.
Kick coming.
7 on the shot clock. Phillips hands it and gets his 11th point of the game.
Phillips has a crossover move that's the envy of most NBA players. We got to see it on that play.
Parker with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game. Passes it.
Good job.
7 seconds to shoot. Robinson with the ball. Nothing but net by Robinson.
And we got ourselves a real David and Goliath style matchup at the post, and Goliath is on offense. He's going to be able to drop those in pretty easy against him.
Bounce pass.
Watch the pick. Power get.
Launches from beyond the arc. Nice. Gets the front rim. Yanks it down inside.
You know, they've got those lines painted there for a reason. A good player knows
Substitution
exactly
for the
where he is
Spurs.
at all time and does not slip out of bounds like that.
Substitution for the
Stackhouse,
Pistons.
they'll head to the bench. Robinson with the inbound. Passes.
Drop, drop. Help down low. Pick him
Bounce
up.
pass.
Watch the screen. Power get.
7 on the shot clock. Nabbed by Williamson. It's blocked. Williamson gets it right back after the block. Jackson corrals the defensive glass.
Ball, ball, ball.
The Spurs could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down.
Tee it up.
Passes it.
Pick him up.
7 seconds to shoot. Amazing play, Rod. Let's check it out in the replay.
Duncan acts like he's going to drive it after making a drop step, but then he stops on a dime and pulls up for the sweet check.
Rod, that's so impressive when a player can change his momentum that quickly and still drain the jumper.
Hey, you never know when you're going to have to switch gears. The good players are always ready to put up the rock.
Williamson throws it in. The Pistons have the ball. They're shooting 50% from the arc. Atkins passes it.
Watch the pick. Good, 4 fits.
Berry with the rock. Goes with the crossover. Puts up the shot.
Barry doesn't have a great crossover move, but it was just enough to get him what he needed for that score.
53 seconds here in the first quarter. Passes.
I'm open.
Duncan rises up. Now has 19 after that basket.
Duncan is in control of this game, and the way he's playing it is no surprise. He is really putting on a show.
The Pistons are at the controls. They're 1 out of their last 2 from the arc.
Drop, drop.
Pass caught by Atkins.
Fits, 4 fits.
Stay tight inside.
Fires. Puts too much on it.
That's nice heads-up play on D.
Takes the quick shot. Gets the far iron, but it goes in.
A simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. That's a clever move.
I figured you'd like this play, Rod. He just nails the shot after shaking his man loose with a nice pump fake.
You figured me right, Bob. Call me old-fashioned, but a simple, effective move to get to the bucket? Who can't love that?
Williamson inbounds the ball.
Ball, 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 ball,
The
ball.
Pistons work it up court. They're shooting 59% from the floor.
You got ice. Turn 4-5.
Uses a crossover. Puts it up. Off the back rim and in by Berry. We're at the end of 1. The score, 36-29. The Spurs have the lead after 1 period, Rod. What's been the key stat as far as you're concerned?
Assists, Bob. They're really showing what a good passing team they are. They're clicking together offensively and have the advantage on the scoreboard. An unselfish team is always at an advantage.
Substitution for the Pistons.
I got him.
Atkins dishes it off. Berry has it.
Pin down, pin down.
Gets stopped by Claxton. Now right wing. Lets it go from 17 feet out.
Pressure, keep it up.
Doesn't get it all the way there.
Prince must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Down low.
Pass to the paint.
Double up.
Takes the turnaround J. Just picked up number 21 with that bucket.
Duncan has the adrenaline pumping. He's feeling real good right now because everything is falling for him.
The Pistons have the rock. They're shooting 50% from the arc. Caught by Berry. Goes with the crossover. Jabs. Puts up the shot.
He had a good look, but the D stayed as tight as a new pair of shoes on a rainy day. This is going to be a real close matchup.
Passes it.
Stay in.
Puts it up inside. Cashes in for a double-digit ball game.
Duncan didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Wallace with the inbound. The Pistons head into the front court. They're 1 out of their last 2 from the arc. Atkins passes the ball.
2 eyes.
Passes.
Watch the pick.
7 on the shot clock. Shoots. Doesn't get the bucket. Yanks it down inside.
Pistons ball.
The Pistons have it. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. The Spurs bring it up. They're shooting 89% from the floor.
Ball.
Blitz.
Lobbed.
Blitz.
Double down.
Switch up.
Duncan springs up.
Make up for it on
It's
defense.
blocked.
What a denial, Bobby. Got that hand up there and sent it back down. Great job.
Deflected. And it's hauled in by Rose.
That's an impossible block, Bob, but hey, he did it anyway, and that's all that counts. He had horrible position, but somehow managed to reach over, get the block, and not commit the foul. Good job.
Passes it. Rose elevates. Knocks it down with one hand.
Malik Rose told his coaches he was going to be more aggressive inside tonight, and I think plays like that are what he was talking
I
about.
got him.
Basic.
Atkins makes the pass. The run cannot be stopped by Barry. Duncan brings it up. He's 11 of 14 from the floor.
Barry must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Get him.
The Pistons have the ball. They're shooting 50% from the arc. Passes.
ISO.
Uses the crossover.
Ball.
Gets cut off by Jackson.
Nice steal by the D. Let him try and work that crossover move, and then you make sure you're right there to take the ball. Great play.
Tried to lay it in, but it wasn't finished by Claxton. Wallace grabs the defensive board. Nice rebound by the 7-year man out of Virginia Union. Grabbed by Atkins. Atkins gets airborne. Jackson passes. Passes it. They work it in. Tosses it back out. Claxton has the ball. Claxton goes with a fadeaway. Doesn't get the tough shot.
They got a break on that one, Bob. That shot's going to fall 99% of the time.
The Pistons are at the controls. They're 1 out of their last 2 from the arc. The drought continues off the miss by Atkins. The defensive rebound by Ferry. The Spurs work it up court. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Duncan is asking for it in the post. Rises up. Gets his 6th point of the period. He's got 25 in the game.
Beautiful slam. He drops it in the bucket with an exclamation point.
The Pistons have the rock. They're shooting 50% from the floor. Pass back. Inside. 7 on the shot clock. The jumper was buried by Wallace.
Wallace gets the bucket, but he's the beneficiary of one heck of an assist right here.
That's what a good teammate does. He gets you the ball right in the spot where you're most comfortable.
And after that, it's up to you to knock it down, and that's what he does right here.
Duncan throws it in. The Spurs have it, and they're on an 8-2 run. Claxton passes it. Duncan, guys, gets the bucket and now has 27.
Nice slam, but the move to get open down there was truly spectacular. Wow.
The Pistons head into the front court. They're shooting 33% from the arc. Releases from 15. Puts too much on it.
Atkins misses it, but you had a pretty even matchup out there. That could have gone either way.
Passes. Launches from beyond the arc. Drains a lightly contested shot.
Perfect from the perimeter. He's so good at those. Truly a joy to watch.
Passes it. Launches from beyond the arc. Can't answer back with the 3.
Barry was too wide open, if there is such a thing. I think he choked a little bit on that three-pointer.
Pick him up.
Passes.
Watch out the side. I got it.
7 7 seconds to shoot. Rod, check this out on replay.
That right there is perfect, Bob. You look up drop step in the dictionary, and there should be a picture of this guy.
This guy is so hard to stop with that move, Rod. Great defensive anticipation is a must to slow him down.
Completely true, Bob. If the defense can stay with him and put a hand in his face, they'll have a much better chance of stopping him.
Wallace inbounds the ball. The Pistons have it. They're 1 out of their last 4 from the arc. Atkins dishes it off.
I got him. Keep coming.
Takes off. Gets the layup.
Becky Atkins.
The Spurs bring it up. They're 4 out of their last 6 from the floor.
Yo, power stack.
Passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Duncan scores his 12th point of the period with the bucket there. He has a total of 31. The Pistons will take a timeout here. Robinson looks fresh coming back on the floor. Claxton will leave the floor.
Substitution for the Spurs.
Phillips has the ball. He has 9 points from the floor. Passes. Goes with a crossover. Bounce pass. 7 seconds to shoot. Takes the turnaround J. Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
The defense didn't really pack the wallop like I thought it would, yet it was still enough.
Parker is at the controls. He has 6 points from the paint. Releases. Doesn't get it all the way there.
That's nice heads-up play on D.
Rises up. Gets the bucket and the foul. He'll go to the line for one more.
This is a big-time bucket right here. Check this move out. He makes contact there, and then he manages to get the shot off. Good job.
Great body controls. He managed to pretty much ignore the hack and still sink it. He completes the three-point play. Robinson comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Duncan with the inbound. Parker with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game. Parker passes the ball.
Watch the box.
They push it inside. Passes back outside. Passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Parker gets busy. Now he's in double figures.
Timeout, Pistons.
Prince will come off the floor. Phillips works it up court. He's shooting 83% from the floor.
I got him.
Spread.
Passes.
Help down low.
7 seconds to shoot. Kickback. Curry shoots with the clock winding down.
Great defense.
Not this time. The Pistons aren't shooting well here in the second quarter.
Through weak. Line it up.
Now in the paint.
Need help.
Puts it up inside. Drops in his 14th point in this period. He's got 33 in the game.
That's an old basketball move, but the pump fake, still good.
Especially when you're able to knock down the open jumper on a consistent basis. Wallace throws it in. Phillips heads up court. He's 5 of 6 from the floor. Phillips makes the pass.
I got him.
Drives to the hoop.
Watch out.
Botches the lay-in.
Stackhouse has an amazing crossover, but if you can't score after making that move, then it doesn't matter.
The Spurs have the ball. They're shooting 100% from the arc.
ISO.
Passes it.
Line it up.
Skies. Gets the lay-in.
Jackson.
This is a textbook crossover, Bob. Check it out.
Boy, straight passes, man, and he lays it in for 2. Pretty move.
Pick him up.
The Pistons are at the controls. They're 1 out of their last 4 from the arc. Robinson now has it. Robinson launches from beyond the arc. Can't stop the run.
I'll tell you this much, they must have said some prayers to keep the rock out of the basket. I'm sure their coach would have preferred some plain old defense instead.
Passes.
Watch the screen.
Jackson takes off. Goes glass on the lay-in.
That basket continues a nice offensive run that really puts them against the wall. Now, it's all on them.
The Pistons work it up court. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor.
Watch down low.
Stackhouse passes.
Ball, 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 ball.
7 on the shot clock. Goes with the crossover. Puts up the shot.
He gets the ball on the wing and drains the wide open jumper. That's textbook.
This is what makes the game fun. Nothing fancy here. Gets the open look, reacts, drains it for 2. Good shot. Owen inbounds the ball. Rose looks fresh coming back on the floor.
He stepped out of bounds, and now they're going to have to give up possession. You have to know where you are on the court at all times.
The Pistons have the rock. They're shooting 47% from the floor. Passes it.
Ball, ball, ball.
3 eyes. Power get.
Uses the crossover with the jab step. Stackhouse passes it. In low.
Power. Double down.
Phillips pulls the trigger from the high post. Picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He has a total of 16 so far.
Bob, he did a real nice job of getting a difficult shot to fall.
Parker brings it up. He has 8 points from the floor. Passes.
Clear out. Double,
Rose
double.
pops it up from 9. Parker with the assist. That's number 8.
The Spurs are simply giving the other team fits. It's bad enough when one player is dominating, but when a team shoots this well, there is not much you can do.
Blitz, 4 blitz.
Passes it.
Through post. 2C, 2C.
Switch, switch.
Curry high rises. Dunks it down with both hands.
Phillips is the kind of player that drives an offense. He can influence a game with his passing skills as much as with his shooting skills.
Parker is at the controls. He's 4 out of his last 4 from the floor. Passes.
Switch down low. Yo, step up.
7 on the shot clock. Parker dishes it off. Shoots. Tickles the twine.
Owen didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Wallace with the inbound. 51 seconds here in the second quarter. Bounce pass. The pass is intercepted.
Smart read by the defensive guy, Bob. He saw what was going down, jumped out to pick the pass.
Passes it. Robinson gets busy. Doesn't get the finger roll. Passes.
Pin down.
Takes a wide open shot. Puts too much on it.
Let's go.
He has got to stick that open jumper. No one is happy with that shot. Not him, and definitely not his coach.
Parker passes the ball. Rose takes the quick shot. Drops in the buzzer beater. The clock runs out, and we're heading to the half. The score, 67-42. Well, let's send it to Clark in the studio for a little halftime recap.
Welcome to the ESPN Halftime Update. Here's a quick breakdown of the numbers from the first half. The Spurs have a sizable advantage in the field goal percentage category, and that's why they're winning. Expect them to continue looking for the high percentage shots in the second half. Tim Duncan, in the first half, has a total of 33 points and 8 rebounds. That makes him our Sega Sports Hot at the Half player. That will do it for now. Make sure to tune in to the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game. We'll send you back to Bob and Rod.
Substitution for the Spurs.
Curry throws it in.
Pick him up.
Passes it.
Zipper, 88 tip. Turn 4-5. Pick coming. It's going inside.
Bounce pass. Goes with the crossover. Jab steps. Shoots with the clock winding down. Gets right iron. No good.
Stackhouse just can't get it going, and once you get cold, it's hard to get that hot hand back.
Rod, break that down for me on replay.
Watch the bump right here, Bob. One thing to remember, this is a physical game.
Physical is right. Real impressive that he got that shot off and laid it in. Phillips works it up court. He's 6 of 7 from the floor. Phillips makes the pass.
Push 5.
7 seconds to shoot. Uses a crossover. Releases from the stripe. That's money. He's got 18 tonight.
They left him all alone on the outside, and he is making them pay for their mistake.
The Spurs head into the front court. They're 5 out of their last 6 from the floor. Down by Smith. The steal.
Now, you got to like that pincher attack down low. You've got 2 of your guys crowding him. Chances are one of them is going to come away with the ball.
Phillips with the ball.
Blitz, full blitz.
Switch out.
Shoots from the paint. Off the
Nice
mark.
job, defense.
Curry
Let's
doesn't
go.
have a flashy inside game, so he has to earn everything the hard way.
Ball.
The Spurs have it. They're shooting 84% from the floor. Passes. Takes a turnaround Jay. Banks it in.
The Spurs score yet another basket down low, and as you can see, they've completely dominated the paint tonight, making it very hard for the opposition to keep up.
Phillips has the rock. He has 15 points from the floor. Bounce pass. There's the steal. The Spurs bring it up. They're shooting 100% from the arc.
Roll it. Watch the blocks.
Parker passes.
Pick him up.
7 on the shot clock. The finger roll lay-in was botched by Bowen. The defensive rebound by Robinson. Phillips heads up court. He has 4 points from the paint. Inside pass in the paint. Robinson fades away inside. Money.
A simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. That's a clever move.
I figured you'd like this play, Rod. He just nails the shot after shaking his man loose with a nice pump fake.
You figured me right, Bob. Call me old-fashioned, but a simple, effective move to get to the bucket? Who can't love that?
Robinson inbounds the ball.
Pick him up.
Parker has it. He's 5 out of his last 5 from the floor.
13 down. Watch out inside.
Passes it.
Switch.
Duncan lets it go from 7 feet out. Can't drop down his shot.
Duncan has to score in that situation. When you're that much better than the defender that's guarding you, you have to take advantage.
Received by Wallace. Phillips is credited the assist. He's got 5.
The Pistons are doing a great job putting the ball in the hole, but are still coming up a little short defensively. They need to find a way to capitalize on these numbers.
Smith with the rock. Robinson puts it up. Defensive rebound by Wallace.
Playing defense is all about position, and Bob, he had great position. All he had to do was just get his hands in the air.
They're inside.
Double down.
Takes the turnaround J.
Nice
Gets
shot.
the front rim.
It's our game.
He can't put
Keep it
anything
up.
together. His game has turned into the Arctic Circle.
The Spurs have the ball. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes. Seven seconds to shoot. Launches from beyond the arc. No way. Gets aggressive. Botches the lay-in. Phillips can pick up his 20th point this trip down. Passes it.
2C.
Uses the crossover. Leaves the ground. Thinks his 20th point of the game.
Phillips is poetry in motion.
Yep, the first killer crossover, and then the dunk with authority.
I think we might have just seen the ESPN Player of the Week there.
Owen with the inbound.
I got him.
The Spurs are at the controls. They're shooting 76% from the floor.
Watch down low.
Parker passes it.
Watch the pick.
7 on the shot clock.
Where?
Inside. Goes up.
Switch.
Drops in his 14th point tonight.
Robinson made the great inside pass right there. It can be dangerous to push the ball inside sometimes, but that's where the high percentage shots are.
Phillips has the ball. He has 17 points from the floor. Phillips gets aggressive. Gets his 6th point of the period. He's got 22 total.
Chauncey Billups has come alive out there. He's hot and wants to rock every time up court.
The Spurs work it up court. They're shooting 66% from the arc. Passes.
Switch.
Robinson gets up.
Defensive goaltending. The basket is good.
Passes it. Launches from beyond the arc. Connects off the front rim.
Robinson didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Owen throws it in. Parker is at the controls. He has 12 points from the paint.
Motion 15. Turn 4-5.
Parker dishes it off.
Double up.
Duncan jumps up,
Watch out inside.
sinks it, and now has 35.
The Spurs score yet another basket down low, and as you can see, they've completely dominated the paint tonight, making it very hard for the opposition to keep up.
Phillips works it up court. He's 6 out of his last 6 from the floor. Gets stopped by Parker. Passes.
2C.
7 seconds to shoot.
Go inside.
Goes with the crossover. Jabs. A favorable bounce helped that long shot by Stackhouse.
That shot could have gone either way, but this time he had just the edge he needed to sink the basket.
The Spurs have the rock. They're 2 out of their last 3 from the arc. Into the low post. Stolen.
Perfect timing of the double team, Bob. You can look it up if you don't believe me. They trapped down low, the man had nowhere to go, and the defense came away with the steal. That's what they wanted.
Parker heads up court. He's 6 of 6 from the floor. Parker passes the ball. Owen gets vertical. Dunks it.
Bruce Bowen made a beautiful move. The fans love the crossover, but the coach likes the strong finish with the dunk.
Give some credit to the fans, Rod. I think they like the dunk, too. Curry inbounds the ball.
I got it.
The Pistons head into the front court. They're 5 out of their last 6 from the floor.
Pick him up.
Passes it.
You got ISO.
Passes. 7 on the shot clock. Goes with the fadeaway. Sinks his 24th point this game.
Bob, if I were still coaching, I want a guy like this on my team. He's not just looking for his own shot. He wants to get his teammates involved, and that's how you win.
Substitution for the Pistons.
Curry will head to the bench. The Spurs will turn it over for the 12th time this game.
He just lost concentration, didn't keep track of his feet, and then lost it out of bounds. He's got to keep his mind in the game, Bob.
Robinson has it. He's shooting 50% from the arc. Smith comes away with his 3rd pickpocket tonight. The Spurs have it. They're shooting 78% from the floor. Parker makes the pass.
Step up. Get up. 2C.
Gets cut off by Prince. Passes it. 7 seconds to shoot. Robinson is hacked and will go to the line for a couple.
As a coach, I always said, if you're going to foul, foul like that. Make sure the shot has no chance of going in.
Substitution for
Barry
the
comes
Spurs.
back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Duncan will come
Substitution
back
for
onto the floor.
Spurs.
Wallace with the inbound.
I got it.
Phillips brings it up. He has 21 points from the floor.
Watch the screen. Watch baseline.
Gains some altitude. Now has 10 points this period. He's got 26 total.
Pick him up.
The Spurs bring it up. They're shooting 66% from the arc. Parker passes.
14 blue.
Owen launches from beyond the arc. Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
The Spurs are simply getting the other team fit. It's bad enough when one player's dominating, but when a team shoots this well, there is not much you can
Screen
do.
coming.
Passes. Launches from beyond the arc. Cans it and gets his 11th point of the game.
That's court vision right there, Bob. To be able to see the outside man like that and make the assist is what makes a good player great.
Pass caught by Ferry.
Watch the block.
Parker has it.
Keep coming.
7 on the shot clock.
Get down.
Pops it up from 19 feet.
Get back on defense.
Puts too much on it.
Smith looked to be in good position, but those mid-range jumpers can be tougher than they look sometimes.
The Pistons have the ball. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the arc. Wallace takes a wide open shot. Gets it to fall. He's money from there.
That's an old basketball move, but the pump fake, still good.
Especially when you're able to knock down the open jumper on a consistent basis. Barry throws it in.
Get him.
Parker works it up court. He's shooting 100% from the floor. Inside, swatted away, and it's loose inside.
Man, his timing is just dead bang perfect on shots like that. Great skills.
Phillips passes it.
And you same time.
Gets stopped by Smith. Caught by Parker. The Spurs are at the controls. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Barry has the ball. Smith leaps up. Can't get the bucket, but he gets the foul and will go to the line for 2.
Way too much contact there. No question why the ref blew the whistle.
He gets the first of
Substitution
2.
for the Spurs.
Robinson will come off the floor.
Substitution for the Pistons.
Smith will head to the
Substitution
bench.
for the Spurs.
Rebracha inbounds the ball. The Pistons work it up court. They're shooting 55% from the floor.
Watch the screen. Stay in.
Leaves the ground. Watches the lay-in.
He's got his rebounding fundamentals down, Bobby.
He sure does, Roddy. He anticipates where the ball's going to go, boxes out, and then cleans up. It's stolen. Grabbed by Prince. Prince takes a quick shot.
Prince.
Phillips, with the great feed, picks up his 6th assist.
Prince comes clean right off that pick, and it was pretty simple after that.
Offense just doesn't get any more basic than that, but it works. The Spurs have the rock. They're shooting 50% from the arc.
Stuck in. Turn for a foul.
Passes it.
Watch baseline. Switch up. Pick him up.
Springs up. Gets his 6th point of the period. He has a total of 39.
The Spurs score yet another basket down low, and as you can see, they've completely dominated the paint tonight, making it very hard for the opposition to keep up.
15 go.
Phillips heads up court. He has 10 points from the paint. Phillips dishes it off.
ISO. Tight.
Goes with a crossover. With a jab step. Fires. Doesn't get it all the way there. Stackhouse is way off the mark. 59 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Passes.
Last 85. Get him.
Passes it. Takes the shot from about 16. Not this time.
Parker must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Watch the clear out.
Passes.
Push 5. Switch up.
Pass low post. 7 on the shot clock. The fadeaway was no good by Rebracha. Duncan has it. He's 4 out of his last 6 from the floor. Passes it. Duncan from inside. Gets back iron and out.
That shot didn't come off quite as planned, and the D was able to thwart it without much effort.
Takes the quick shot. Gets the front rim. Parker hurls it from about 3/4 court. Can't get the buzzer beater. We're at the end of 3 with the score 87-68. The Spurs are still up large after 3. What's been the important stat thus far, Rod?
3-point shooting, Bob. Their accuracy from beyond the 3-point stripe leaves a little to be desired compared to their opponents. I think they might want to consider putting up a few less threes and take it to the paint more. No reason to take low percentage shots when you have the lead.
Rose with the inbound. Passes.
Watch that low.
Shoots. Buries it and now has 41 on the night.
Tim Duncan didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Phillips brings it up. He's shooting 84% from the floor. Phillips elevates. Scores his 28th point of the game.
The Pistons are doing a great job putting the ball in the hole, but are still coming up a little short defensively. They need to find a way to capitalize on these numbers.
Parker has the ball. He's 6 of 8 from the floor. Pass to the paint.
Out.
Picked off.
That is not how you play this game. Definitely too risky of a pass in that situation. Here's a tip. Pass around people, not through them.
Now left wing. Tries the spin move. Puts it up.
Spurs ball.
Rose throws it in. Parker is at the controls. He has 12 points from the floor. Duncan wants it down low.
Pick him up.
Takes a shot from the elbow. Picks up his 43rd point of the game. Amazing!
A simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. That's a clever move.
I figured you'd like this play, Rod. He just nails the shot after shaking his man loose with a nice pump fake.
You figured me right, Bob. Call me old-fashioned, but a simple, effective move to get to the bucket? Who can't love that?
Phillips with a basket here. He'll have 30 in the ball game. Wallace now has it.
13 down. Yo, power stack.
Phillips passes the ball. Went in for the layup, but it's off the mark by Prince. Prince capitalizes on the second chance opportunity. The Spurs have it. They're shooting 40% from the arc. Passes it. Pulls the trigger from 8. Gets the kind bounce off the back rim.
The Spurs score yet another basket down low, and as you can see, they've completely dominated the paint tonight, making it very hard for the opposition to keep up.
13 double.
Phillips leaps up. Watches the lay-in.
Don't let up. Get him. Stay in.
Bounce to the paint. Fades away inside. Gets right iron, no good.
Duncan can't believe he blew that one, and neither can I. No excuse not to finish when you're that close.
Pass back.
Double.
Phillips fires from the post. Defensive rebound by Duncan.
He just has a nose for the ball, Bob. Amazing instinct.
It's instinct and desire, Rod. He just wants the ball more than anyone else. Parker with the ball. Duncan releases. Puts too much on it. Yanks it down inside. It's one-on-one.
Switch up.
Stackhouse makes the pass.
Ball. 2C.
Passes. 7 seconds to shoot. Elevates. Now has 30 points this game. Ferry inbounds the ball.
Get him.
Parker has the rock. He's 6 of 8 from the floor. Passes it.
Yo, power stack.
Rose pops it up from 9.
That's okay.
Bounces off the left rim and out.
Rose has the uncanny ability to blow even the easiest shots inside. That's it.
Kerr is going to be hit with the blocking call. That's his first foul of the game.
They need these free throws if they're going to close the gap. You better not miss this chance for an easy score.
He can't get the first. Robinson looks fresh coming back on the floor. Parker heads up court. He has 12 points from the floor.
82, same time.
Now in the paint. Kerr releases from close range. Puts up a miss.
You know, I really expected the defense to be more of a factor in this situation, although, obviously, he really didn't need to be there.
Prince passes. Uses a crossover. Stackhouse gets airborne. Buries his 13th point of the game.
Look at the replay right here, Bobby, and watch how he loses the defense.
Loses the D? He posterized the D. That was a fantastic move.
You're right. All he needs to do is go to that crossover for his score. It's as simple as that.
The Spurs have the ball. They're shooting 40% from the arc. Passes.
Ball.
Rises up. Gently drops it in.
The Spurs know they're in the driver's seat with a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. Basketball is a game of streaks, though, so you can never let your guard down.
Phillips has it. He has 14 points from the paint. Passes it. Goes with a crossover. Jab steps. Goes with a leaner.
Great job, D.
Doesn't get it all the way there.
They've got to be thanking their lucky stars that shot went wide. That should have been an automatic, too. He was so wide open.
Parker passes it. Rose fires from the right block.
Nice try.
Puts too much on it.
Nice rebound.
Just a little bit too much contact on that one, Bob. You got to be more in control when you're going strong to the ball like that. Too easy of a call for the ref. Sad truth is, not a good free throw shooter, Bob. And nobody will be surprised if he comes up empty.
Wallace will come back in the game. Duncan will leave the floor. Wallace with the inbound. Phillips brings it up. He's 2 out of his last 6 from the floor. Passes. Passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Stackhouse shoots from the top of the key.
Nice job,
Gets the
D.
front rim.
Real nice
He had a
job.
good look, but the D stayed as tight as a new pair of shoes on a rainy day. This is going to be a real close matchup.
Inside pass. Robinson dishes it off. Robinson shoots, gets back iron and out.
He read that pump fake perfectly. Made a quick stab at the ball and then came away with the steal. Nice anticipation.
Drop.
Passes, uses the crossover. 7 seconds to shoot. Puts up the shot.
Nice job, D.
Way to play the offensive glass right there, Bob.
Good position and tip by Wallace.
Great second chance opportunity.
Couldn't agree more with you, Rod. Don't take any extra risks if you can help it. Ferry throws it in. The Spurs are at the controls. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor.
Pick him up. Watch the pick. Watch out inside.
Passes it.
Watch the screen. Yo, bounce down.
7 on the shot clock. Rose unloads from 10 feet out. Corrals the ball by Robinson.
Rose has the uncanny ability to blow even the easiest shots inside. That's sad.
Phillips has the ball, shooting 76% from the floor. The steal. Parker is at the controls. He's 6 of 8 from the floor.
Two back.
Parker passes the ball.
Double down. Turn 4-5. Switch.
Kerr heads to the rim. Gets the layup.
This is a textbook crossover, Bob. Check it out.
Boy, straight passes, man, and he lays it in for 2. Pretty move. Curry comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Rose will come off the floor.
Substitution for the Spurs.
Wallace inbounds the ball. The Pistons work it up court. They're shooting 50% from the floor. Inside.
Screen coming. It's going inside.
Passes. 7 seconds to shoot. Went in for the layup, but it's off the mark by Curry. Parker with the rock.
Things got a little jammed up under the net right there, Bobby. A golden opportunity for the defense to get in there and get the steal. That's how you play defense.
Duncan gets the bucket and his 7th point this quarter. He's got 46 total.
The Spurs are simply giving the other team fits. It's bad enough when one player's dominating, but when a team shoots this well, there is not much you can do.
Phillips makes the pass. Wallace now is in double figures.
The Pistons are having their way with this team inside right now, Bob. Maybe it's time for them to think about dropping it down there a few more times.
The Spurs have the rock. They're shooting 40% from the arc.
Double down.
Passes it. Parker shoots. Can't answer back.
Parker must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Passes. Tries the spin move. Gets cut off by Smith. Robinson fades away inside. Can't drop down his shot.
Robinson has to score in that situation. When you're that much better than the defender that's guarding you, you have to take advantage.
Straight to the hoop. Goes glass on the layup.
This is a textbook crossover, Bob. Check it out.
Boy, straight past his man, and he lays it in for two. Pretty move. Duncan looks fresh coming back on the floor. Wallace with the inbound. The Pistons head into the front court. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the arc. Curry passes. Uses a crossover. Gets stopped by Kerr. Passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Launches from beyond the arc. Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
Phillips took the right shot. He didn't hit it, but you have to believe he's going to make that shot a lot more than he's going to miss it.
Top of the key. Seven seconds to shoot. Now by Smith. Claxton launches from beyond the arc. Not a chance.
Wallace has had a solid night tonight, but unfortunately, it hasn't translated into a lead for his team.
Passes.
Help!
Curry skies. Gets the layup.
Curry.
Duncan throws it in. The Spurs have it. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Claxton passes it.
Watch the screen. Through post.
7 on the shot clock. Unloads from about 20 feet out.
No problem.
Bounces off the left rim and out. Phillips takes off. Gets his 6th point of the period. He has a total of 32 so far. The Spurs bring it up. They're shooting 63% from the floor. Passes it. Passes. Duncan pulls the trigger from the high post. Cans it and now has 48. What a game he's having tonight. Phillips heads up court. He's 1 out of his last 2 from the arc.
Watch the screen. It's going inside.
Into the low post.
Double up.
Curry high rises.
Michael
Gets the
Curry.
lay-in.
Beautiful feed inside. There was only one place to put that ball, and he got it there.
Pick him up.
The Spurs have the ball. They're shooting 33% from the arc. Gets busy. Goes glass in the lay-in.
This is when you want to have the lead. Right here in the 4th quarter, where it all counts. Make the other guys start to sweat for a change.
Phillips is just an assist shy from a double-double. Wing pass. Gets airborne. Drops in his 34th point tonight.
The Pistons are having their way with this team inside right now, Bob. Maybe it's time for them to think about dropping it down there a few more times.
Claxton dishes it off.
On the baseline.
Passes it.
Ball. Mark it.
7 seconds to shoot. Duncan goes up. Hands it and gets his 11th point in the quarter. He's got 50 total.
Duncan is fearless, Bob. He knew he was going to get banged. He knew he might not get the call. He did not care.
That's what it takes to go inside and finish strong in the NBA. Robinson inbounds the ball. Phillips with an assist here. He'll have 10 assists on the night.
13 double. Blitz, full blitz.
Pass low post.
Double up.
Robinson puts it up inside. Can't drop down his shot.
Let's go.
He's usually a dynamo on the inside, but he just couldn't get that one to drop. He should be nailing those left and right.
Claxton has it. He's 1 out of his last 4 from the floor. Claxton passes the ball. Launches from beyond the arc. Doesn't get it all the way there. That's the end of the ball game. Your final score, 108-89. Well, that will do it for us tonight. Make sure you catch SportsCenter so you can stay on top of the latest news in the sports world. Check your local listings for the correct time and channel. That's on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Thanks for joining us here at the ESPN Postgame Show. I'm Clark Dishman. The Spurs come away with a commanding 19-point win over the Pistons. They are performing well and will head off to the regular season. The Spurs moved to be just too much tonight. They shot a much higher percentage, and that ended up being the key statistic. Tim Duncan ended up with a total of 50 points and 19 rebounds. He's our ESPN Player of the Game. Terrific performance. Well, that will do it for now. Make sure to tune into ESPN during the regular season for all the game's highlights and insight. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll see you then.